My name is Will, and welcome to another review here on Alpha Omega Wolf Productions. So this one's a day late, but I still managed to get out of the way. But also this movie's pretty long, but we'll get into that a little bit. We're going to be talking about the beloved Disney classic Mary Poppins. Now, there are a few Disney movies that I know pretty well by heart. Mary Poppins is one of them. Now, I feel like if you would watch it when you're a kid, you would probably watch it mostly for like the musical numbers and like the dancing and the animation. But I feel like when you watch it as an adult, you grow much more of an appreciation for it. Like, holy smokes, this movie is fantastic. Like, not only is it great with the music and choreography, but it's great with, like, the characters. They're all memorable and oh so likable. The acting, phenomenal, especially from Dick Van Dyke and Julie Andrews. Yeah, Dick Van Dyke doesn't have that great of an accent, but I honestly didn't care. I saw a genuine person being portrayed on screen. Um, and I think, like I also said, this movie is long. Like, you have to invest quite a bit of time into it. I think it's 2 hours and 20 minutes. And it seems like, we jump from one musical number right to the next one. But we'll get into, what I think is great about this movie in a little bit. But, the songs, fantastic. Spoonful of Sugar, Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, Let's Go Fly a Kite. They're all great. I even have the soundtrack on my phone and I listen to it from time to time. But there is so much energy being put into this movie. Like, it's almost like being at a party. You just go, have fun, be with your friends and family. This movie's just a blast. It's a delight, and it also doesn't shy away from tackling some heavy subject matter as well. That's kind of what I wanted to get into. Now, without giving too much away, for anybody who has not seen this movie, if anybody out there who hasn't seen this movie, which I hope isn't much, then you need to see this as soon as possible. But I think what makes this movie stand out is that it doesn't really have a villain to it. There are some movies that I don't think even need a villain. Like, it's people who feel like they're doing good, even if it's not good by other people's standards. And the dad, played by David Tomlinson. He's not necessarily a mean man. He's just so caught up in his work that he kind of took his family for granted. And I think that's what makes the movie very special, is that you really can't take this stuff for granted. And I think that was the main goal of this movie. In fact, I think the Spoonful of Sugar song is a lot deeper than you'd think. Because, Mary Poppins says in every job there's like an element of fun, and snap, job's a game. I think that makes it really stand out because whatever job you do, whether it be your current career or a job in the household, you have to try to find some element of fun to it. And that's what I feel like could really mix in with anybody who, isn't really happy with doing what they're doing. Like, for example, I work at a grocery store. And sure, I have to deal with some rude customers from time to time. But I do my best to, be happy and entertain people and make them feel good. And that's kind of what I want to do, both on this channel and in a career down the road. Sorry about that, that's my dog. But yeah, it's so unique. I think this movie nailed it. In fact, this is probably one of my favorite movies of all time. In fact, if you guys want me and Jessup to make a top 10 list of our favorite movies of all time, you can let us know. Now granted, we're going to age restrict some videos that we feel like are going to be made for kids and for movies that we think aren't made for kids. But yeah, back to Mary Poppins. It's marvelous. Like, I can't really say anything bad about it. In fact, I think this is one of the few movies that I consider to be an absolute masterpiece. It's close to Inside Out, in fact. But yeah, it's great. I cannot recommend this movie enough. It's fun, energetic. It has a very unique message to it. Yeah, that's pretty much all I can say. So a quick announcement. We're switching our schedules around in terms of reviewing movies, and Pokemon Month is going to be moved to June. We'll be giving you guys some more reviews. I believe next week will be Murder on the Orient Express, the newer one that came out in 2017, I think it was. So, that's about it for this review. If you did enjoy this video, then be sure to give it a big thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe for more content. So, until next time, see you later, posse, and chim chim chim